Hi everyone. So today we are going to take a look at how to use theme builder for Angular material, which I launched more than 1 week ago, and we will implement this in Angular material project, and we will create light and dark theme using CSS variables. So before I start, I would like to quickly give you a demo of theme builder. So theme builder is accessible at themes.angularmaterial.dev. You can play around with seed colors. You can enter any hex color over here. You can also adjust the color using hue, chroma, and tone. You can also click on random color generator, which will generate random colors for you. You can switch to light and dark theme from here. You can click on copy icon to copy CSS variables, which you can use in your Angular material project. You can also copy the URL for your current theme and you can share it with other team members. At the end of this video, I'm also going to give you a preview of when you get the code of this theme builder, what you are actually going to get. So let's get started. So as you can see, I have already cloned the project from my earlier video, which was at TILConf 2024. You can clone the repository from this location, or you can simply scan this QR code if you want to uh, access the URL. Okay, so after cloning the repository, run the npm install and npm start command, and you will have a project running like this. So now we are going to introduce changing themes through CSS variables in this project. So I have noted down all the steps over here so that I don't have to switch between uh, the steps and the browser. So first thing which we are going to do is we are going to add use system variables true in our styles.css file. So let's do that. So I'll remove all the colors from over here because we are going to use colors from CSS variable. I will allow Angular material to use default theme. So this is done. Use system variables true. One more place, which is typography. Here also we will use system variables true. Looking at next step, we will remove the dark theme because we are going to use CSS variables to generate dark theme for us. We will remove dark theme. We will also use hue and dark from over here. We also want to remove background color from over here. Next, we want to include couple of mixins so that Angular material generates CSS variables and use those in component styles. So we'll copy this lines and we will paste it over here. As you can see, two mixins are included now, system level colors and system level typography. Okay, with this piece of code, let's save this and take a look at the output. So output is pretty much same, only colors are changed because now we are not using azure blue color over here. But if you open the dev tools and take a look at the CSS variables, we will go all up to the root element, which is HTML, and we will check the CSS. As you can see, now all the CSS variables, material, CSS, internal CSS variables use sys variables, hyphen hyphen sys background, hyphen hyphen sys on background. And if you click over here, click on those, at the bottom, you can see all the sys variables. Earlier, this was not there, but as we have introduced use system variables true, and we also added some mixins, now Angular material has generated this CSS variables. So this is particularly a set of CSS variables which we can change the whole thing, right? So now we have all the CSS variables generated. Now we are going to go to themes.angularmaterial.dev to generate the colors. whichever we need. So let's take a look at next step. Copy CSS variables for light theme for Angular material.dev. I'm going to go to themes.angularmaterial.dev. So I'll just click on random color, but I need the colors for light theme first. So I'll switch to light mode and I'll keep this theme. I'll copy CSS variables. Next, I'll create a styles in styles folder. I'll create a light.css file under styles themes light.css and I'll paste all the variables over here. Next thing, we will also include this light.css in our angular.json assets files. I have already included it, but after including this, you will have to stop and restart your project. So once you have made those changes, I will save this. I will go back to our project, and as you can see, the colors are changed, right? Earlier it was a violet purple color, but now it is changed due to this, right? If you want to take a look at it, let's say we want to change this color. This is, I think, this on surface color. I'll change this to FF0000. Let's save this. Yeah, these colors are getting changed, right? So as you can see, you can change the color CSS variables over here and the theme will get updated. So advantage of this using sys variables is that your developers don't need to learn much about SAS and SAS variables. They can play around with CSS variables, right? Yeah, there are lots of CSS variables, but at least you can get the theme which you want. Okay? Now, now if you toggle the theme, you will not see any dark theme because we haven't created a dark theme. So let's go over here. Let's go back to themes builder and switch to dark mode. I will generate a different theme for this. I'll keep this. I'll click on copy CSS variables. I'll come back to my project. I'll create one more file called dark.css and I'll paste all the variables. But this time I want dot dark class applied to the root selector. So I'll save this. I'll go back to my dashboard. And again, you will have to add that file into angular.json file. I have already added that. Let's reload the page. Let's switch. As you can see, we also have the dark theme. So we learned that how to use the theme builder, how to use CSS variables and generate themes for your Angular material project. Basically what we did, we simply started with use system variables true flag. Then we included system level colors and system level typography variables. Then we copied CSS variables for light and dark theme and we pasted it into light and dark CSS files. And we also included those files as assets for our Angular project. And it is, as you can see, it is very easy to generate Angular material themes using CSS variables. Now I also, so basically main idea behind this video was to give you an idea of how to use system level variables. Now I also want to show you that when you click on get code for theme builder, what you are exactly going to get. Like from here, when you click over here, it will show you the steps how to get the code for this whole theme builder. So I want to give you an idea what you are exactly going to get if you get the code for this theme builder. So I have already up and running that theme builder. So this is the project which you will get if you get the code. And this is how it looks like. I have running it on 4201 port. So if you go to this is the website code, but I have created that whole theme builder as a Angular library so that you can use it in any other project if you want. So to give you a demo, let's assume that you have an client application where you want to show the theme builder in a site name. So I have given that example over here. I'll make few changes. So as you would see, now the application layout is changed. I'll expand this so that you can see whole application. So assuming that this is the client application where you have navigation, some navigation, main content, right? You can provide a theme changer like this where user can click and user can change the colors, or you can modify this code however you want. But this is the very easy code. I have given that code as in library. If you go to projects and in theme changer, that is the Angular library. There I have kept all the code. There are components for color input, color code, copying CSS, generated colors, the dialogues, right? And the main service, theme changer service, which has all the code. So it is also a signal based service. So if you want to, let's say, keep track of primary, secondary, tertiary, error, neutral, or all those seed colors, you can simply use signal from this theme seed, right? And if you want to change any other color, the generated colors, you can keep track of that from this theme, right? So all the codes are written in this main core logic is in this theme changer service, and all the components are also created. Directives are also there, right? And some few utils which I'm using to generate these themes. The main code behind generating this theme is getting used from this library called Material Color Utilities. This library is created by Material Designs team. This is an official library to generate material colors. So Material Color Utilities is the library. They have a package for TypeScript which I'm using in the theme builder project. There are various functions and various utilities present over here. You can go through the code and you can take a look at its example. A very basic example is given over here. I have also explained a very basic usage of theme color utilities in one of my previous articles. This article, Angular Material Theming with CSS Variables. In this article, I have explained the usage of Material Color Utilities library. If you go over here, there I'm explaining that how you can use it. So this is a simple usage, right? So if you want to explore that, you can also explore that. So that's it. I hope you found this video helpful, and this was also my first video. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Uh, Thanks a lot. I'll see you around.